Guys, welcome back to the Museum of Cornish Life. In today's museum collection tour, I'm going to be talking to you about Helston-born boxer Bob Fitzsimmons. So this here is Bob. He was born in Helston to parents James and Jane Fitzsimmons. He was born on the 26th of May 1863. He was one of 7 boys and 5 girls, so a large family. They lived on Wendron Street in this really beautiful thatched cottage. So at the age of 11, with 5 of his youngest siblings and his parents, they relocated to New Zealand. They set up home in a place called Timaru, and this is where the family started a blacksmith forge, and Bob worked there, and he built incredible upper body strength. And also kind of started his love of boxing and fighting, because it was kind of said that he loved to fight quarrelsome customers, and people would come to see him hopefully fighting someone. So he developed really strong upper body strength through his blacksmith career. And kind of his first sign of boxing, which this is him here, kind of posed ready for boxing in his gear. So the first sign was kind of when English bare knuckle boxer Jem Mace visited Timaru, and they set up the first boxing championship in New Zealand. Bob entered this championship, and after knocking 4 of his opponents out, he won the competition. So that's kind of the first sign of his boxing career starting. He then kind of moved on to Australia and then to the USA, where he built up this amazing punching technique, and he was known for his really hard, strong punch. And if I show you one of the sketches we have in our collection, you can see him on the left-hand side. He has kind of this torso that's quite short, long legs, and really powerful upper body. So he kind of kept boxing until the age of 52, but unfortunately 3 years later he died catching pneumonia, and he was buried, I'll show you his grave, in Chicago, and people with kind of a Cornish affiliation grouped together and put some money aside to get this plaque to remember him by and make sure that his grave wasn't forgotten. So we've got some really amazing items in our collection, specifically relating to his heavyweight championship win, where he fought Jim Corbett. So this is a big hand-painted poster advertising the fight. We also have this illustrated record that shows them in fight. And this was kind of a really notable fight for Bob's career, because Jim was a very skilled boxer. So Jim was taller than Bob. He was over a stone more heavier than Bob. And you can see Jim on the the right-hand side and Bob on the left. So Jim was a really skilled boxer. He even really badly damaged Bob's face, and for several rounds he was really beating Bob. However, on kind of the 14th round, Bob hit Jim with what's called, well, now famously called the solar plexus punch, and used all that upper body strength to knock him down, winning him the fight. So here is a commemorative plaque and some mugs kind of showing Bob's boxing career, and also Jim's and Bob's fight. And this fight is also very interesting and notable because it was also filmed, and it was released as being the longest film of that time. It was also covered by a lady called Nellie Davis, and she was the first woman to report on a prize fight. So it's a very notable fight for history and for Bob Fitzsimmons' career. So this orange poster shows all of his career and him being the world champion, and he was actually the first person in boxing to win all of the divisions, so middleweight, lightweight and heavyweight divisions. So it just shows you how skilled he was as a boxer, all of his wins and only a few losses. So that's kind of our collection of Bob. We've got some paintings of him ready to fight, him in his boxing poses. And he was a very incredible man and known as the kind of boxing blacksmith. So if I show you here, this here is actually a horseshoe that he made when he was in Montana, and he was very skilled and proud of his blacksmith skills, and he always kind of, as part of his training, built that upper body strength by making horseshoes before any contest. So that's kind of a background about Bob Fitzsimmons' career and his links to Helston. So I hope you have enjoyed our collection tour today. And don't forget to tune in on Monday again for our museum makes. Thanks guys.